I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up Two teams ready to square up. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olsen, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's going to test the secondary right away.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Captain. Hold on, set. Ready.
Laporta in motion. A first down throw for Nix. And left side, it's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Kill. Hold on, set.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Jets' 5-yard line.
Here's second and 3 to go.
Huddle. Over set. Huddle.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Hall. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
Brings up third.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
He's going to air this one out. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
6, Cougar 19.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Second down. Nix. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 4. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19.
And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets are on top. It's now 10-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's a short one caught by Laporta. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's now 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. to throw is Nix. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Here we go, we're good.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, here's the ball comes out. The Jets have got it. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Nix now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get James Daniels that time. Throwing is Nix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 2nd and inches.
A gain of 20 brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 20.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Third and 6. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On comes the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Right side, it's LaPorta, the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing. Nix will go right back to LaPorta. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there. for 4th down.
Testing, ready. Show.
On 4th down, here's Nix. That's taken in. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Broncos are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. He's going to return it from the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. Room to run at the 35. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like he just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
That's the left side and taken in by Smith. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third down and 3.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 43-yard line.
Ready. Right here. Olay, olay, olay. Captain.
A first down throw for Nick. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Olay, olay, olay. Oh, I said. Ready. Right here.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Out to his right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Right here. Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to try it here again. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Room to run at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
He'll try the right side with Harvey. He's inside the 40, inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way.
Touchdown,
70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Broncos 48, Jets 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one
Jets take over
through the end
first
zone
and 10
for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. On the ground, this is Harvey. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2. At the
Play action now. It's Nix, exiting the pocket right. That's caught! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Denver first down.
25 yards. First down, Denver.
Shanahan.
A run with Harvey. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
3rd and 11. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
He was tackled at the
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their third-quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third and long.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here we go, set. Liking 18. Check out.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no game.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Working the middle, that's Harvey. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly...
Oh, in trouble here with the snap, and that's a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
3rd down, and it is a run by Harvey. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one,
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Rolling right. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Azareye'h Thomas.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Let's go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 5 at the Broncos.
They'll look to throw yet again. Forced out wide.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. 11 yards on the connection there, and the Jets have a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the give, it's Harvey. And he will slosh his way forward On the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9. Here's Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Now hand up, that's Harvey running left. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that will lead to a second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Josh Sweat, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Over set. Ready.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Away. Over set. Ready. Kill. Hey, kill. Captain.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Away. Ready.
Big snap on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Over set.
Second down. Nix. That one incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Ready? Ready? Chill.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's fourth down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
24.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Go! Hawk 70.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets first down. Back to the air one more time. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Brings up third down and
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be fourth down.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Throwing. Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time